Well, as you know, it is Māori Language Week. My understanding, though, is also, I think, Blue September. And I'm pretty sure Blue September is the brand name of prostate cancer awareness. And prostate cancer is something that I hate to say, no, not personally, but in some ways looms large in my life. I have lost a couple of friends to it, and I have some friends who are suffering from it. And it's a disease often that goes unnoticed or is late diagnosed. So joining us now is the CEO of the Prostate Cancer Foundation of New Zealand, Peter Dickens. Peter, how are you?
Hello, how are you?
Now, Peter, am I right? Is this a month? Blue? What is it?
So, yeah, you're right. September in New Zealand, Australia and the US is Prostate Cancer Awareness Month. And Blue September is our campaign, the campaign of the Prostate Cancer Foundation of New Zealand, to raise awareness and also funds for the services that we provide to the 42,000 men and their families living around the country who are affected by a prostate cancer diagnosis.
Yeah. Why Blue September? What's the significance behind the colour?
We've adopted that as the colour of prostate cancer, so the colour of our ribbon, if you like. Different causes have different ribbons. Yeah. So the ribbon for prostate cancer is a blue ribbon.
Oh, good on you. All right. What is the emphasis this month in the year of 2024? If you've got a message to get across to blokes and I guess to families, what is it?
I think this year, one of the things that we're focusing on is the amount that men communicate about health conditions that they're facing. In terms of why is this important, the prostate cancer is now the second leading cause of cancer death in New Zealand men, behind lung and above bowel. More men die of prostate cancer than die of bowel cancer. 4,000 are diagnosed every year, and unfortunately 700 die. And we've done some research that has shown that men are far less likely to talk to people about the health conditions that they face than women. Men are most likely to talk about the health conditions that they're dealing with their significant other or with their healthcare professional, whereas women are far more likely to go beyond that to their best friends or others. And that means they have the benefit of support, of advice, of fellowship that men just don't have access to, and we think that they have poorer outcomes as a result.
All right, so we need to change that. Funny, actually, I would also make the observation personally that the older you get, the probably more you do talk about your infirmities or your troubles with your mates, because you're all going through it together. The barrier, if you like, to discussion drops somewhat. The less healthy.
Certainly. I mean, at the foundation, one of the cores of we have a broad portfolio of support services, including free counselling, welfare grants. We have a tailored exercise program, but one of the real hearts of the organisation is we have over 40 in-person support groups right around the country, and wow. And that is where where men do come together and their partners and spouses, and they find that support and the advice and the signposting and all of that other good stuff from the in-person support groups. They find it invaluable.
Yeah. Look, and let's just go back to some basics here. Firstly, at what age are you? What's the age you're most likely to find out you got prostate cancer? Is there a time when it's more likely, and what are the major symptoms?
Sure. The guidance is that prostate cancer is something that you should be talking to your doctor about when you hit 50. And the thing about prostate cancer is that you get the best result if prostate cancer develops without causing symptoms in the early stages. And if you catch it in the early stages, then you can have curative treatment. So this is something that even if you feel well, you need to have an ongoing relationship with your GP. You need to go in and see them once a year. You need to get the blood test, which is right. It's a simple blood test. Called the PSA test. Yeah. However, if you're younger, you're not completely out of the woods. If you have a family history, if your grandfather was diagnosed with prostate cancer, or your father or your brother, then really you should be having that conversation with your GP when you hit 40. For others, it could even go even lower. The president of the Prostate Cancer Foundation was diagnosed at the age of 37
Wow.
And his urologist has informed him that he felt that the cancer was probably developing from about 35. Now, our president had a strong family history, and he was proactive, and he got tested at the age of 37, and he's still walking around now as a result of
And
that.
there is treatment.
Really, that's the message. Early detection saves lives.
And there is treatment, and you can live through it.